standing on the steps of Boston Library on the Back Bay. Now, the libraries are a thing of the past, I would say, with Apple set to unleash another whole set of digital paraphernalia at their latest announcements of gadgets. The need for libraries like this, which stood here for structures and buildings will become a museum piece instead of a library itself, because the library is to the finger. It's on your finger today, and the young and more fast evolving youngsters and the new generations who come on board with us will be using that iPad, that iPod and that iPhone to access the library information. Dear future generation of the world, with the announcement, yet another announcement from one of the giants of technology world today, Apple will be introducing another great range of products to bring this amazing libraries to our fingertip. And that unleashing of technological advances will be very much adopted by our young generations to come. And these libraries that served very much the history of mankind will become a library, it'll become a museum instead, because the technology has taken over the power and the force of these library access. Hence, the knowledge is very much in your fingertip, and that knowledge of access of knowledge on your fingertip will make these libraries a place of no visit, a place of no interest to anyone. And that is a sad prospect, which is a fact. And even these amazing architectural facades that was built over many years with so much integral detail and knowledge of art, a sense of art and technology will replace all of this appreciation because of mankind's evolution of mankind and the progress of mankind to do things better for each other. So, if I may say, when I walk into the biblical heart of this amazing library here in Boston, and Abbey Room, and if you look at this reading room, and it's got that amazing heritage. Look at this fireplace with architectural strength. The innovative days of painting, and a lot of the murals that exist on the walls here will all become just a faded past, since the digital world that has been unleashed across the planet is going to very much take over the need for the libraries like these places. As you can see, this reading room has been totally removed from its presence of use, and it just has become a part of a museum piece. If I may walk into one of the reading rooms and the biblical heart of this library here, there's a handful of people today. Do you feel, as you can see, the amount of reference to the information is great, yet the information to hand has become so conveniently easy today. The need for visit to a library has become very much something of the past. As you can see, there's an elderly gentleman, one of the last generations to stand on this planet. He's still here, doing usually what he did for many of the years he's been alive. Come here to the library, still picking up that piece of paper. And he's going through the news of the day. And that you would never see in the next generations to come. And the need of this library will become dormant and obsolete totally within the next time Apple unleashes the next selection of assortment of merchandise, which will be tomorrow. And that is a sad prospect for the entire development of human and mankind, because all we have done is reduce the need for employment, reduce the need for the basic necessities of education by simply putting the information onto a device or onto a global web, which places like this will become redundant simply because it would not have funding to keep it going, and would not have the funding and the financial means to keep it continuing. And we need to be mindful of that very principles that we built for many of the years. And I hope this video, plus all the other videos I have gone on, will bring about some understanding and reflect on our need for preserving the true, deep values of society and the mindset of how we approach with modern technology. If you look at, even to this date, people in the library, yet they're using the digital technology or the digital media to reference their findings. And yes, how far will this continue to maintain its time will tell, as more and more of the technological tools being released out to the open. We will take on the need for libraries like this one here. Okay, this is at the Boston University here. Not the Boston University, Boston's library. My predictions and my words of confirmation is here. It's a tech central at the library itself, and it's a Washington room, and it's a center for total integrated computer network that gives you access to the global web and search. And the need of libraries is slowly changing to become a tech center rather than a library, what used to be the product of education and knowledge. So I have very much confirmed from my time of 10 to 15 years I have been projecting with our technological advances where we are heading towards educating the young, educating the elderly and the old and mature. If you look at this room, they've all been assisted to become a little bit closer to what is the modern society has brought about on us today, which is to connect the elderly to the modern and the modern part of life with technological skills, and they've been given guidance and direction as to how to develop that just first. This says map room. Being in the map room in the old time of the library, yet today that map room has become a cafe simply because we no longer require a room to actually reference to our maps. And that confirms and signifies change to the way in which we obtain information and what information we've got to hand. A redundant map room converted into a cafe today, and it exactly confirms going forward the technology what we are going to do.